Roster chaos, historic starts, and playoff previews. The NBA and college basketball stories you need to know. From controversial front office firings that have fans questioning franchise direction, to defending champions proving they're still the team to beat, and emerging college stars announcing their arrival on the national stage, the 2025-26 season is delivering drama both on and off the court. Here are the 10 biggest stories reshaping the basketball landscape. The Dallas Mavericks have finally pulled the trigger. Just 9 months after the controversial Luka Dončić trade that sent shockwaves through the NBA, owner Patrick Dumont has terminated general manager Nico Harrison's tenure. Dallas Mavericks owner Patrick Dumont announced today that he has fired general manager Nico Harrison, less than a year after Harrison's shocking decision to trade franchise star Luka Dončić to the Los Angeles Lakers. The move comes as the Mavericks have struggled with a disappointing 3-8 start to the 2025-26 season, far below expectations entering the campaign. Harrison's controversial February trade sent ripples throughout the league, and despite the Mavericks winning the 2025 NBA Draft Lottery to secure Cooper Flagg with the #1 overall pick, the damage to the organization's credibility has proven irreversible. Assistant general managers Michael Finley and Matt Riccardi will assume interim control of basketball operations while the team conducts a comprehensive search for a permanent replacement. Former minority owner Mark Cuban, who was blindsided by the Dončić trade, has reportedly mapped out a succession plan that could reshape Dallas's front office moving forward. As we shift our focus to the court, the 76ers showed why Tyrese Maxey might be this season's most consistent scoring threat. The NBA has finally revealed its bold new All-Star Game format, and it's a complete overhaul. This year's competition will pit 2 teams of American players against 1 international squad in a 3-team round-robin tournament. The NBA and National Basketball Players Association have officially unveiled the new All-Star Game format for February 15, 2026, at Into a Dome in Los Angeles, a complete departure from traditional East versus West matchups. The format will feature a round-robin tournament with 3 teams, 2 composed of U.S. players and 1 featuring international players, with each game lasting just 12 minutes, equivalent to 1/4 of regulation play. The new structure aims to inject excitement into the mid-season showcase by creating a more competitive, high-stakes environment, with the league timing the event to coincide with the Milan-Cortina Winter Olympics broadcast window. Fan voting will remain at 50% of the selection process, while NBA players and media will account for the remaining 50%, with positional designations eliminated to create more flexibility in roster construction. This dramatic reimagining comes after the 2024 All-Star Game in Indianapolis drew criticism for its lopsided 211-186 final score, signaling the league's commitment to revitalizing fan interest in the competition. Now, let's turn to one of the offseason's most intriguing storylines unfolding in real time. The Memphis Grizzlies are reportedly open to trading all-star point guard Ja Morant. With multiple NBA franchises now checking in on the dynamic scorer, the question isn't if he'll be traded, it's when and where. Trade speculation surrounding Memphis Grizzlies all-star Ja Morant has intensified as tension between the star guard and first-year head coach Tomas Ayalo continues to simmer. Multiple sources indicate that teams including the Minnesota Timberwolves have informally inquired about Morant's availability, though according to multiple reports, no deal appears imminent at this moment. The friction between Morant and Ayalo came to a head during the Grizzlies' NBA Cup game against the Lakers on Halloween, culminating in a 1-game suspension for Morant for conduct deemed detrimental to the team. Potential landing spots for the Memphis Star reportedly include the Sacramento Kings, Chicago Bulls, Houston Rockets, and several others willing to acquire the polarizing talent. While Morant's stock around the league has diminished due to injuries and off-court concerns, he remains a capable scorer, averaging in the low 20s despite the team's struggles. Coming up next, an individual star who's having no trouble putting up points. Tyrese Maxey is in complete scoring mode this season. The Philadelphia 76ers star guard led his team to a thrilling 102-100 victory over the Boston Celtics on Tuesday night, capping a night of nail-biting basketball with a go-ahead basket from Kelly Oubre Jr. with just 8.7 seconds remaining. Tyrese Maxey continued his MVP-caliber season with 21 points as the Philadelphia 76ers outlasted the Boston Celtics 102-100 in a defensive struggle at home. After the Celtics' Justin Edwards misfired on a three-pointer, his only miss of an otherwise perfect night, Kelly Oubre Jr. collected the offensive rebound and scored the go-ahead basket with 8.7 seconds on the clock, effectively sealing the victory. The 76ers played without star center Joel Embiid, who sat out due to a sore right knee as part of load management following a back-to-back. Despite the absence of their franchise centerpiece, Philadelphia's balanced attack proved sufficient against a Celtics team that saw Jaylen Brown lead Boston with 24 points in the losing effort. Maxey, who has been the NBA's second leading scorer this season, continues to carry the offensive load for the 76ers and demonstrated why he's central to their championship aspirations. The win improves Philadelphia to 7-4 on the season as they look to maintain their position as Eastern Conference contenders. On the Western Conference side, one player has been absolutely unstoppable. Nikola Jokić put on a clinic against Sacramento, scoring 35 points with surgical efficiency as the Denver Nuggets extended their winning streak to 5 games with a 122-108 victory over the Kings. Nikola Jokić continues his reign as one of the NBA's most dominant forces, torching the Sacramento Kings for 35 points on an efficient 84.2% from the field in just 33 minutes of action, as the Denver Nuggets captured their 5th consecutive victory, 122-108. The reigning MVP added 15 rebounds to his performance, controlling both ends of the floor, while Jamal Murray contributed 23 points off the bench, providing secondary scoring that Sacramento couldn't match. Aaron Gordon added 17 points, and Bruce Brown chipped in 14 off the bench, showcasing the depth that has made Denver such a formidable opponent through the early season. Sacramento's Domantas Sabonis led the Kings with 19 points and 8 rebounds, but the Grizzlies lacked the firepower to stay competitive in the second half as Denver's offense operated at elite efficiency. The Nuggets' dominance extended to the glass, where they out-rebounded Sacramento 48-35 while shooting 51% from the field overall. With Jokić playing at this level and the team clicking on all cylinders, Denver has positioned itself as a legitimate threat in the Western Conference race. Now, let's shift our attention to the college game, where upsets have been the story of the evening. In a stunning upset, number 12 Louisville defeated number 9 Kentucky 96-88, with freshman sensation Michael Brown Jr. scoring a game-high 29 points, announcing his arrival as one of college basketball's elite young talents. Freshman phenom Michael Brown Jr. put on a masterclass performance at the Yum Center, leading the number 12 Louisville Cardinals to a stunning 96-88 upset over the number 9 Kentucky Wildcats. Brown, a 5-star point guard recruit, scored 20 of his 29 points in the first half, establishing dominance early as Louisville built a 21-point lead before Kentucky mounted a fourth-quarter comeback that ultimately fell short. The Cardinals' 29-point performance by a freshman tied the school record for a Louisville freshman in NCAA tournament play, with only Edgar Sosa's 31-point performance in 2007 ranking higher in the program's history. Ryan Conwell added 24 points for the Cardinals, while Denzel Aberdeen led Kentucky with 26 points on efficient 10 of 20 shooting. But the Wildcats couldn't overcome Brown's early explosion and Louisville's balanced attack. This victory marks Louisville's first win over Kentucky at home since 2020 and represents a significant resume-building win for the Cardinals, who are now positioned as a legitimate NCAA tournament contender just 3 games into the season. Louisville's coach Pat Kelsey was so thrilled he actually dislocated his finger celebrating, a pain worth enduring for such a dominant victory. Speaking of dominant starts, the Oklahoma City Thunder have been absolutely relentless this season. The Oklahoma City Thunder are making a historical statement. At 11-1, the defending NBA champions are on pace for one of the greatest starts in league history, with their defense operating at an elite level that has left opponents searching for answers. The defending NBA champion Oklahoma City Thunder continue their assault on the rest of the league, improving to an NBA best 11-1 record, with victories continuing to pile up as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Chet Holmgren lead one of the most complete rosters in basketball. The Thunder's 8-game winning streak to start the season ties the 6th longest opening run by a defending champion in NBA history, and represents the longest such streak since the Golden State Warriors' 2015-16 campaign. What's most impressive isn't just Oklahoma City's offensive efficiency. The Thunder rank 7th in offensive rating at 118.0 points per 100 possessions, but their suffocating defense, which leads the entire NBA with a historic 104.5 defensive rating, with Denver a distant second at 108.1. Despite dealing with injuries to key rotation players, including Luguentz Dort and Jalen Williams, the Thunder system remains impeccable under head coach Mark Daigneault, who has built a culture where every defender is elite, regardless of talent level. The Thunder's point differential of plus 14.4 is among the best in the league, and they're built to make another deep playoff run. The Lakers will attempt to test that defense later this week. In the college game, another blue blood program announced its championship pedigree. Luka Dončić has joined one of basketball's most exclusive clubs. The Lakers' generational talent has scored over 200 points through the first 5 games of the season, a feat only Wilt Chamberlain has accomplished twice in NBA history. Los Angeles Lakers superstar Luka Dončić continues an historically prolific scoring start to the 2025-26 season, joining Wilt Chamberlain as one of only 3 players ever to score 200-plus points through the first 5 games of an NBA campaign. The Slovenian sensation has been virtually unstoppable, showcasing the complete scoring arsenal that made him a must-acquire target when the Lakers traded for him last season. Dončić set a new Lakers single-game franchise record with his all-around excellence, becoming the first player in team history to record at least 35 points, 10 assists, and 5 steals in a single game, a distinction even LeBron James never achieved during his tenure in Los Angeles. His ability to score from anywhere on the court, combined with his elite playmaking and defensive intensity, has given the Lakers hope that their championship window remains wide open despite LeBron James dealing with sciatica early in the season. With Dončić playing at this elite level, the Lakers are positioned to compete for a Western Conference title as the season progresses. Let's move to another college powerhouse that has announced its title credentials. Number 19 Gonzaga dismantled number 23 Creighton with a dominant second-half performance as 6'9" forward Graham Ike recorded a near-perfect game that included 4 made three-pointers, the first of his college career. The Gonzaga Bulldogs announced their championship credentials with a resounding 90-63 victory over Creighton, as forward Graham Ike put on an offensive clinic that saw him perfect from the field in the first half before finishing with 20 points and 10 rebounds. Ike reached the 2,000-point career milestone just 4 minutes into the game by hitting 3 three-pointers, setting the tone for Gonzaga's dominance before the Bulldogs went on an absolutely suffocating 21-0 second-half run that broke the game wide open. The Zags' frontcourt depth was on full display, with Braden Huff contributing 14 points on efficient 7 of 12 shooting, while Mario Saint-Superi added 13 and Adam Miller chipped in 11, as Gonzaga shot 52.9% from the field overall and out-rebounded the Blue Jays 41-33. Gonzaga's defense was equally impressive, forcing 18 Creighton turnovers while holding the Blue Jays to just 36.7% shooting and limiting them to only 25 second-half points, as the Bulldogs improved to 3-0 and asserted themselves as a Final Four caliber team. With Mark Few's squad operating at this elite level, Gonzaga has positioned itself as one of the nation's most dangerous March Madness threats. Now, let's look at another upset victory that shook up the college basketball landscape. Number 14, Illinois survived a furious Texas Tech comeback thanks to a game-saving block by transfer Andrei Stojakovic, who scored 23 points to lead the Fighting Illini to an 81-77 upset victory over the number 11 Red Raiders. Number 14 Illinois pulled off one of the most dramatic victories of the college basketball season, defeating number 11 Texas Tech 81-77 in a defensive battle where Andrei Stojakovic's stellar all-around play proved the difference in a game decided in the final seconds. Stojakovic, the talented transfer, playing in just his second game for the Illini after an 8-week absence, scored 23 points on an efficient 11 of 16 shooting, while also recording the game-clinching block on Christian Anderson's three-point attempt with just seconds remaining, capping a virtuoso performance that left observers wondering how this elite prospect hasn't been on everyone's NBA radar. The Fighting Illinois led 45-32 at halftime, but watched Texas Tech erase that 13-point advantage with a remarkable run that saw the Red Raiders make 12 straight shots to start the second half. But Illinois answered the bell when it mattered most, with crucial buckets down the stretch. All-American J.T. Toppin led Texas Tech with 35 points and 11 rebounds in a double-double effort, but it wasn't enough to overcome Illinois' balanced attack, with Kylan Boswell adding 22 points and 3 other Illini reaching double figures. Stojakovic's defensive versatility, he guarded Anderson effectively while also contributing on offense, showcases why Illinois could be a dark horse Final Four candidate. These college victories set the stage for more exciting basketball ahead. From franchise-altering front office decisions in Dallas to historic scoring performances by generational talents, and from college basketball upsets to defending champions proving why they're still the team to beat, the 2025-26 season is delivering the drama, competition, and excellence that make basketball the world's greatest sport. Keep it locked to our coverage as this season unfolds. Which story are you most invested in? Drop your takes in the comments below. Subscribe for all the latest basketball news and highlights, and hit that notification bell so you never miss breaking sports updates. For more in-depth analysis and exclusive content, visit our website. We'll see you in the next one.